I ran away from heartbreak. Got nothing in return for my pain. I never thought I'd be so empty, so alone and afraid. Wasn't looking for a lover. Nobody understood where I've been. I guess I thought I needed more time to protect my love from potential offense. So I then you and you, but I shut it down. So you and I'm not surprised by what I found. 'Cause I know I needed something that had to be you out the blue. So we started building trust and my fragile heart started to bend. Yeah, I should have paid attention. You would have been the obvious choice. But I needed time to see clearly, dig deep and cut through the noise. So then you came around and you made what I shut down. So you and I, not surprised by what I found. 'Cause I knew I needed something that had to be you out the blue. Somebody who listened had to be you out of all the people to require my love. Couldn't be just anyone, but maybe it had to be you, you.
What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up? Hello, people. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, hello. Oh, let's get the camera on so you guys can see. What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up? Monday. It's Monday. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, you guys. Kind of been bouncing around through the TV, you guys, checking out some of the important people that wants to talk about the election that's coming up. What up, T? What up, T? Nisi, Curtis, Harlem, Bassick. I see you guys. Shakira. What up? What up? What up? Um, it's just weird what's going on, and it's nothing new to me. Maybe new to a lot of upcoming new borners out here in your country. I think that it's fair to say that I might have been around for some time to hear some of the debate. First, let's keep in mind that I am not a political person. I am a self thinker. I just kind of do things according to um, the law at hand, and that's just to abide by the Ten Commandments. I don't thrust that hard as well when it comes to the Bible. Little bit different of a person out here, you guys. And I think that there's quite a few people that might be out here that's kind of like me as well. But I'm a little bit different, you guys. A little calm, laid back. And I know that there's been a plan put in place for each and every last one of us. And one of the plans is that you are placed here to live. And then the second plan is that you will be called home to glory. How you choose to live your life is totally up to you. Totally up to you. However, we seem to keep having these atrocious political presidential campaigns where they repeats themselves every 8 years or 4 years with a different person that controls that put the laws out for your life. They are the people that I look at as as a democracy continue to want to have control of your life. how you move, what you say, who you talk to, all that good shit, you know. There's a lot of things that is going on in this presidential campaign that is, to me, is no different from the rest of them. There's keynote words that I listen to see if there is and ever will be a different tone when it comes to the Black Americans. And I don't hear it pretty much on neither side. Give the benefit of the doubt. I may hear Biden touch on a little bit, of it, but it's up to you people to decide on who to trust. Me, I just fall back, hope for the people to do the right things out there. And like I say, I don't look at the people who hold the cars up above to really have that much control over my life. I move freely, I dance freely, I sing freely, and all of that stuff. However, I am aware that some of the things in this country that I like to have, that I must sign my name and do things according to their law just to have a piece of it. Most of you guys know what I mean by that. And I'll give you an example with my home. I signed that dotted line knowing that I was signing this paperwork under the white man's law. You had Freddie Mac and what's her name? Fannie Mae, Fannie Mae, Freddie. All of those are placed in guidelines up underneath the housing law, which is manufactured and done with your higher up people to put those in play. A lot of things out here when you're buying cars, all of those things. As I said, and like I say, the keynotes that I listen to when it comes to the debate that's going on right in front of our eyes. I believe I was around when Ronald Reagan went to Clinton, and it went to Bush, and it went to Obama, and now here it is in the hands of Trump. And when they all run for president, the main thing that I kind of keep hearing them say is, we the people. Well, we are the people is what they brainwashed a lot of us on, because you are not the people. I look at them to speak in the aspect of putting it how, the street term, like they do when we see our Black community still falling into the hands of being the ghetto, things like that. Um, Speak in the Black language. They want to keep saying we are the people. But when I click on and I look at the debates this morning, I spent some time um, looking at Trump. And he's over in Pennsylvania, and he's got a few more stops to make in Pennsylvania. It's not Trump that I see that's out there. I see the commodity. I see the civilians. I look for those people. And as I'm looking at them, these people hold up this red hat. I can count maybe 5, 6, maybe black arms out there. So when they say we are the people, those are the only people that I see. So I don't know if it's just me and I'm crazy, like I said, I'm weird, but we are the people where they're speaking to the majority of the people out there that's going to continue to control the United States of America. It's like you can't and you don't want to go out there, because basically you would be the only one out there, because our Black people chooses to still sit and not grow, like the congregation in your church, to say, well, wait a minute, we haven't heard this. And, to me, I need to hear them switch the term up to our Black Americans quite a bit, because I don't hear it. But I do hear the Black Americans asking for so many changes in the world. But I don't see where there's a majority number of amount of Black Americans out there saying, well, well, what about this? Well, what about that? I just don't see it. And and I'm in a position, and I around a lot of people that's, well, you got to go do this. And are you going to go vote? And are you going to go vote? And I keep responding to these people like, vote for who? Vote for who? I don't know. Like I say, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Are you like the all right, Sheila, the pancake breakfast? There's a part two coming up to that. But I sat back and I watched parts of the no, I watched pretty much the newer movie, with of the Black Panther movement. And I got in my feelings a little bit about that because there I am, and I see the Black Panther movement where they literally tried to get this organization started where they didn't want to fight with guns, but it left them no choice to prove that if you have this manpower, or then we as citizens, according to the Second Amendment, we also have this right to do the same as you do. Well, you had this Black Panther group that took it very far. However, you're always going to have one or two of your same color that has a different idea about the way they see things, or the way they choose to make the law. And this is where, as Black Americans, where we fall really, really short, in my opinion, in the United States of America. We will attempt to try to group up to make some changes come about for our people. But we'll have that one or two, or maybe three that wants to stand out and be like, no, we're going to do it this way. And what that causes is a conflict of interest. So now we're fighting against each other. I'm waiting on that day where we can come back to say we will have another Black Panthers movement, but if there's one person that is able to pull it off, that no matter, all of the Black people just fall behind the one person and let them lead it, and you put more of your expertise for us to get there is what I think that I'm waiting on. I think that I know I'll never see it, not in my lifetime, because we hate each other so much. We hate each other to get the things that we know our ancestors opened up the door for us to get, and we fell on it due to greed, due to mind manipulation from the devil, all of those. And it's, with me, it gets a little bit hard, complicated to explain to you guys, but trust me, I know what I'm saying, and I know I'm not weird, and all, I know I'm not, but I know a lot of you guys can understand what I'm saying as well when I come to you, because a lot of you guys are more knowledgeable about what we see out here politically going on. So, and you guys, trust me, would know way more than what I would know about it. I can only tell you part of me of what I feel about it, and some of it of what I see about it. And what I see right now is a recycling of what they've been telling, I'll say me, some of you guys, since the running of this election. One of them is we the people. We the people who be exactly precisely what you trying to tell me. I need to hear that. I need to hear more about we the people, because see, when we out there killing each other, they can identify us then. They can say the Negroes or the Black people or the ghetto people or this people, the brown skinned people or the thug or this. Well, I'd like to see you get up on the podium and say, well, we going to help the thug nation on this. We going to clean up the infested drug freaking neighborhoods that you guys dropped in here to destroy this goddamn country. When I saw the Black Panther movement, something caught my eyes because in this movie, here they are, and they tried to take what they wanted to be implemented in their plan of making America great again. They took it to legislative. And I'm watching this movie. Legislative didn't want to hear this. All they was worrying about was who was this head goddamn nigga in charge that is trying to change up our rules, the way we run this country. They became inferior to these people in the Black Panther movies, in the Black Panthers, I would say. And what did they do? They destroyed them all. They planted this. They came out and they shot some of them, and they took most of them went to jail. And all they were trying to do was fight for what we call equality out here in the country. But here we are, just because they took down the Black Panther movement, right? It scared us all, ran everybody back on into their shell. We just want to get in life and get the fuck back out of life, stay fuck out the way, long as I get a piece of this and I get a piece of that. And I have to say, I became guilty of that shit as well, because nobody wants to go to jail. Nobody wants to leave their children. And but I sit here and like I say, and I'm listening to a lot of people be like, you gotta vote. You gotta go vote. If you don't vote, the vote goes to Trump. If you do this, it goes to that. And all I keep saying to myself, what does it really fucking matter? Because they got they government shit so locked tight, where I say, and I listened to, I went back to listen to Martin Luther King speech, We Shall Overcome. Then I went back to see what Malcolm X brought to the table behind him, which was enforcing more power a little over King. So King had the passionate way. Malcolm X brought you the more power way, the more forcefully voiceful way, the more demanding way. Well, they didn't like that. What happened to them? Well, if we get rid of them, we can continue on with our agenda for America. But as I listen to these presidential candidates, this is all I hear is we the people. I need them to be a little bit more specific. I like to see it more in the black and white written paper, documented, sealed, of what is it that you will do for the Black Americans. I like to see, this is just me, like I say, I know I will never see it in my time of living. I know I never see it because we've been going through this recycle year after year after year, where they stand up there and say we the people, but yet then the controlling of the people is standing right out there in front of them in those podiums. They're standing or they're sitting right in front of your eyes at the legislative in those big fancy office. I've watched several of them, you guys, today, and I'm sitting here and I promise you, and I tap my finger. I'm waiting on the next Black American to walk through this office with his suit and tie on and sitting down and helping to make decisions. And I guarantee you guys, just if Trump was doing, or Biden, I'm going to use both of them to be fair about it, their podiums and over in Pennsylvania, that if there had to have been hundreds and hundreds of Black Americans showing up, I guarantee you that you would have not seen hundreds and hundreds of white Americans standing side by side with them. I guarantee you that it's not. Anyways, I just wanted to bring and share that with you guys on that. You know, you're going to go out there and you're going to do what you have to do, but there's some questions that I still ask, like with Biden and what he's Democrat. Oh, I like to know, which I don't know, who the hell did Biden voted for when he was growing up? Because Biden is pushing 70s plus or so, right? So there's some presidents that Biden had to go through as well, because since he's been into the political run and educating himself on it for many, many years, I like to know, who he was supporting in his younger time, like me or one of you guys. Then I have to go and look back at that person of who he thought of his views back then. And I like to take things way back then, because if a person was that way back then you know what, it could be a person of interest to you now or not. Is all I'm saying. Hey, loving, how are you? How are you? How are you, hon? So I don't know. I try not to get into my feelings about it, but like I say, I know that I'm not sitting over here plumb dumb stupid about all of these things, because it's the same shit that I've been hearing since I've become of age, which is 18, to kind of understand a little bit of this. It's almost like they speeches are more of a copy and paste. We the people, motherfucking who? It's just all I'm saying. And I kind of look at that shit. I look at it all the way down from your governors to your senators and everything. And all I see is just a ball of, excuse my, this is just how I feel, a ball of white wrapped up in one, ready, set, and give the green light and back at the normal shit of what they've been doing. That's just how I see it. That's really how I see it. Trump spoke on something a little while ago and caught my interest, with fixing, and getting more into the white suburban. No, he said the suburban area. The suburban area, as most of us already know, is what they identify as your prestigious living headquarters, if I may. Those people is that suburban are your people that is pretty much ready, set, with good jobs and family and white picket fences and the dogs and a par tree and a fucking pear tree. Speak on the ghetto. I want to hear about the ghetto. I want to hear about turning the fucking ghetto into a white picket fence, taking that name cleanly off the map. There is no more ghetto. Make your ghetto suburban as well. Make the whole fucking goddamn country suburban. Let everybody live that prestigious class lifestyle. It's and when I don't believe, I hate politics. I just don't like those type of people, you guys. I just really don't. Make a way for yours, but leave others stranded. And that's just what I see. That's just what I see out here, and it is what it is. So good luck to you guys. You have a few days away for your electoral vote to be put in by mail or however you choose to go and do so. But um, there's no light at the end of this tunnel without the Black Americans really, really getting themselves back together, um, and getting back out there and pulling things back through and demanding. And I understand that word demanding is a scary word, because the things that you do demand do get you in trouble. They do take your voice away from you. They are capable of taking your life away from you or destroying this, throwing you in jail, having people come out to kill you and all that type of shit. And then people sit back, and that's what scares us. And that's what scares us. And I don't have the answer to how do we get out of this scare tactic. I really don't. I really don't. So, but it's just listen to the keynotes. It's all I'm saying. Just listen to the keynotes. It's the same goddamn keynotes that keeps them in charge and keeps oppression going. It's just simple as that. They're not talking about anything about the your reparation check. Wouldn't you like to hear some about that shit from your ancestors? What the things that will help empower us? You they don't talk about those. They don't talk about fixing that shit. Why not? They don't talk about that. You got Trump, who wants to cry about fucking stimulus check and because his name ain't on there. Since when and who put him over God, where we all been living with checks coming out, says the U.S. Treasurer. Let us believe in the U.S. Treasurer. We don't have to we have to make a choice whether if you believe in him in order for him to send you funds out to survive that says Donald, whatever his middle initial, Trump on it. What's wrong with it? And I can't understand doing the debates. Make that one of the goddamn question. What is wrong with the checks being the way that they were with the U.S. Treasurer? That's your place that prints them up. That they prints those up. Let them have that. Nope, you want to take that away from them. He wants to take that away from them. And when it comes to Biden, because I want to be fair about this, I get it that they say, what is her name? Kamala Harris, right? Kamala Harris is different colors of a person. I don't haven't looked it up to find out what her nationality is because I really didn't give a fuck. Tell you the truth. But when you, I'm not fooled by that as well. He could have clearly, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm telling y'all how I feel. He could have clearly, you know what? You could have clearly put someone white behind you that also believed in the Black Americans' rights or whatever, fair acts, and all of that good stuff. I don't like when they try to use someone of the same color to push their agenda as well. Go and change the minds of all your white folks to go out there and do what's right and for the Black Americans. Go and get you a large majority amount of white people that's going to stand up there and say this is not right. What about our Black American people? Those are the people that have to keep pushing this shit. You really think that they're gonna sit there and care because they got Miss Harris behind this white man to push a goddamn agenda? How do you know that her color isn't being used just to get his agenda pushed through and then he's gonna switch up on some bullshit? That's just me, you guys. I think a little bit outside the box when I look at the whole political thing. You know, I have to keep stamping my BS on it until I start hearing the changes that we are looking forward to seeing happen all the way back from the 60s, from the 70s, from that. Not this fucking change. You get a little bit of that. They have to feed you those little video things to keep you quiet a little bit. And once we quiet, we some happy ass motherfuckers, and y'all know that. But quiet to me means settled. We settled. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now, put some hearts in the room if you guys are doing okay. I just wanted to open that up with that and just remind you guys to, if you are a voter, do your homework, make the right decisions. That's, of what you've learned and what's on your heart to grow our country with equality out here. Pay attention to how Trump speaks very hardly on that Second Amendment, not your first, not your third, not your fourth, not your fifth, not your sixth, but your second. He speaks very hardly on it, right to bear arms. And I must say, if you find someone that's speaking very hard on that second goddamn amendment, there's an agenda behind that amendment. The right to bear arms, which you think you may have, you best believe that there might be an agenda with him coming back saying that you will not, because he support your police officers more than he will ever support a regular civilian of having those rights to bear arms. Meaning that when your ass is out there and the police officer is attacking you, yeah, you probably could still beat your ass, is what he said. And you will not be able to have your rights to pull and draw back to protect and defend yourself. Pay attention to him. He speaks very highly of that Second Amendment, but it ain't for you. It ain't for you. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm just saying. Oh, hi, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. It's all good. It's all good. Now, second up, because I got to get ready to get on up out of here. Just want to see how you guys were doing today. Um, there will be a part two to Bookham, but I must say this because I'm so humble about my life. I invited Bookham for pancakes yesterday. And it's okay that you take my message the wrong way and you allow your hounds to feed you a bunch of bullshit. And I invited your hounds to come over so that we can have the debate on the panel. All of his females, come on over. We can have that debate. But here's what you don't get to do is question Pap unless you coming on the show and get it in with Pap. Because I'm going to give you the run for your goddamn money over here. In case you haven't noticed, Pap don't go nowhere. You want her, you got to come over here to me. Let's talk about this jealousy thing. There's not a jealous bone in my body about nobody. I live life accordingly. I am happy in my life. What's going on in my life is my business. You will not never fucking know, Miss Arena. You wanted to question something about a man. Where is your man? Let me tell you where he is. He ain't with your motherfucking ass. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. You want to know this. You want to know that. All you need to know about one papoose is that she runs the show. And she runs her show how she choose to goddamn run it. There is no fucking rules out here that says that I cannot do what I'm doing on my show, or YouTube would have been taking my show down. They would have been sent me a bunch of messages on there. So if YouTube don't have a problem with who the fuck I come after, then don't you have one. Don't tell me that I'm jealous. Don't tell me why I'm hating on a man. You go fix your guy's problem. And when he shut up, Papa shut up. Because if he keep bringing the lies, I'm going to keep coming with, I got a goddamn problem. And that's what my show is about. I have a goddamn problem. If my show do not fit your needs, don't click on it to see what it is that I'm talking about. It's just simple as that. The funny thing about these people out here, I never have to take back anything about, oh, she said this or she said that. Oh, you should go check out this, because I go check it out for myself and I bring my own commentary towards what I want to bring it about. I'm tired of people saying that, oh, her stuff is lame and her stuff is it's whack or is this that. It must not be, because your ass over here getting your giggles on too. You just ain't went back and told your guy. Here's the funny thing about it, you guys. All or most of their subscriptions, yeah, they're from over there. Like, who does that? Like, who fucking does that? Bookham has a round two fucking coming. As a matter of fact, I can give it to y'all today if y'all want it. Processing, distribution. That's what he says. You right, motherfucker. I work for all these processing distribution center. I do. I heard it was funny. That's what he says at work. I work for the processing distribution center of Aldi's. Y'all make sure y'all get that memo to your man. The problem with that is that you can't possibly have any jealousy think about it, because no matter where I work at, it pays the bills. Somewhere they just don't get it. If he was working, there was no fucking way, no matter what fucking job, he would have slipped up of paying his bills. He could avoid an eviction. He could be riding in nice cars like I do. He could own a home. He speaks to the people over there about Trump this and Trump that and this or that. Why your boy, y'all boy, they boy, ain't got out here in what they call the USA, wonderful world, and snatched him up, motherfucking goodies and treats off the land that they provide out here. Why is his life so fucked up and mine isn't? But you call me jealous. You can't be jealous of something that a person and that don't have. Your boy don't have shit. Period. He don't have his kids to wake up every morning to kiss them. If he was a good man, he'd have been living in a relationship to grow with his girl and his kids. Like I keep telling people, the ghost is a motherfucker, huh? You don't know what the fuck is behind that door. You don't know, and you never will know. Dig that shit. But Bookham, we know. We see him. You seen mine. I can go right now and put you on camera and show you my baby getting a kiss from me. You could do that. So don't tell me that I'm jealous. See, because jealous means that I can't talk about and point out the facts of what everybody else have seen out here. I didn't have to wait all of this time to go and rent or lease a fucking vehicle from a friend. Pap can walk on any motherfucking lot that she choose to and cut a check for a motherfucking car. Just like that. Don't tell me that I'm motherfucking jealous because they got over there don't have shit for me to be jealous about. Miss Irina. Let's see what else the fuck you said on here. Because when I say if you come and you do not want to be the headline news of my channel, refrain from commenting on my page. That's all you have to do. I don't go over nowhere to put a comment, a suggestion, or an opinion on nobody's shit. But since you wanted to come and bark for daddy, you got to be more careful, very careful. Send him yourself. That's what you should have did, because that's what I would have done as a grown ass woman. If you grown, I'm not finna go do no barking and beating nobody else up for another goddamn person. Ain't shit beneficial to it. Nothing. And if you can't show me a chat that he wrote you guys to come and attack and do stuff like that, then you guys are idiots. You guys are plumb freaking idiots. We're in America. Don't do nothing without getting paid. Don't do anything without getting paid for it. I'm sorry. Even if it was my best friend, what you got for me? Money talks, bullshit walks. Don't you know the code? Send your broke ass over there want to tell me that I must be jealous. Oh, you got me. Where your man at? Why are you so focused on this man? Well, I guess you didn't know who Juan Papoose is. He was the man that came out to be in control of this head shenanigan thing revolving around Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Once you have heard him speak one or two, the third time, there was nothing but contradicting lies. Here we are a year and so later, and everything is a contradicting lie. The problem with you women over there is I believe that because you guys might have came in the game so late. A lot of them tell you that they've been here. Find it ironic. I don't know about you guys how all of them are in the facility of Baltimore. Baltimore? All, I mean, when I say all of these women who speaks on behalf of Booker, is in the facility area of Baltimore. Like this nigga ain't got no friends or no associates like no, in Maine, over in Delaware, nigga in Illinois, in Minnesota. Where? Why is it that all of his people is from Baltimore? That's some weird, strange ass shit. We are family. So let's move on. Pat, you need to go get your station right. That's what I'm told. I need to get my station right. I'm having pancakes with butter, right? All you can hear is the pots and the pans. How does that even make sense? How does that make sense for you to write on my page? You need pots and pans, dumbass, to cook. It was a harmless goddamn show. It was a harmless, fun show. Fun show. So that's going to tell me that Dolores, you got your panties up your ass a little too tight. Might want to lose some, honey. Loosen up a little bit. This she goes on that I have heard Dana say several times that they sent money to Doug. That to send the money to Doug. I see you have some pig feet fat on you, girl. Okay, we're gonna let you have that. Pig feet fat. Do you see years acting crazy? I have no idea what that meant. You're jealous of him and it shows. So you need to stop hating on others and get your life together and be just as great. Here I am that has a person that wants to give me some advice. This man is a friend of R. Kelly. Nothing y'all can say or do would change the love between them as brothers. So I'm going to challenge you, Miss Abria, strong and mighty. Bring your motherfucking ass over here to the One Papoose show and you show us and come convincing, bring us documents of everything that Mr. Booker has done for Mr. Kelly. I don't want to hear what you heard or what he heard. Bring your lame ass over here and put all of the proof that you didn't heard over here on the One Papoose channel and not challenge you until you do so. Shut the fuck up. Keep it the fuck moving. Simple as that. What you didn't fucking heard. Bitch, I heard that Ronald McDonald's worked for McDonald's. How about that? How about that? Dumbass. I told her to take your advice. Go sell that shit to a bum on the street. That man is a friend to Kelly, and nothing y'all can say or do will change the love. I told her, now, you know what? Go take your ass back over there to him, and you keep believing that bullshit. You have been warned before you find yourself on the headline news of One Papoose channel. It's as simple as that. Don't type it. Be about it. Come on over. You got a warm, welcoming invite. My moderator's gonna be nice to you too. They're gonna be nice to you. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Book, by the way, if I want a chef, I guarantee you I could hire you. I could hire one. No necessarily for me to get up and cook every day because my baby, she cooks for herself. She feeds for herself. She's good. I'm gonna put this in your pipe and then you can smoke this shit. If that kitchen would have caught on fire, 911 is on speed dial, my nigga, and I can cook my ass off, nigga. There's a fire extinguisher up underneath. And this bitch right here that you see behind me is insured like a motherfucker. It'll burn down. I'd have paid the goddamn deductible on this bitch and had it rebuilt. Just like that. Now you should know that because you're a very smart man, as you say. If you're going to roast back on me with facts and shit that you know. You claim you know. Nigga, I got my child and my damn dog and got the fuck up out of here because all this shit you see up in here is material to me. It's nothing that I can't get back. I work for the PNDC of Aldi's. Now get out your feelings. There, you have it. Okay, nigga? I'm at Aldi's. That's right. And far as the phones, on the work floor, my nigga, goddamn supervisors on the work floor with their phones. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll do a live. Let you see my supervisors. Your problem is you can't handle that a boss bitch like me got it like that on my job. That's fucked up. They don't take your phones. They just don't. I don't think no you just I don't have that type of restraint. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't have that restraint. Just know that it's not you that will make me famous because I'm not here to be famous. My life was famous, is famous the day that my mom, Miss Ann, and RC birthed me. That's when I became famous from day one. Not you and nobody else. I've been famous that day. Through the grace of God, made me famous, gave me breath, still here. It's not you. But until you stop it with all them perpetrating ass fucking lies that you do, and you do this, and people don't know you, and oh, I'm with R. Kelly, and oh, that's my man, that's my dog, that's my dad. And I'm gonna have to repeat what the other one said, nigga. Your ass is 40 something years old, pushing 50. Don't act like we don't see all that motherfucking gray coming in. And as far as that diet, nigga, there is no such, you can't suck in here and then all of these come out there. The tits are there, baby. They good, it's satisfying, it's enough. No need to watch my breasts. It's just that I'm always decent. So there's no need for you to try to talk about my clothing, boo, because I promise you, the dollar amount of the clothing that I wear, you have to go rent them, bitch. And that's on my mama. I promise you. I promise you that. Don't do that. That's not nice. I'm going to keep coming for you. That's what my show started off on. Let's book him. Drunken Larry. I ain't done with him either. I'm just on time and preparation. That's my callings. You should have learned that by now. Should have learned that by now. All of the people that are in my chat, they know that I'm good people. Because other than if they didn't, they wouldn't be over here fucking with me either. You can bet that book. They wouldn't be here. If they felt that I was this bad person or this type of person, no. It's comical. And as you keep talking, you have no choice but to keep accepting my comical shit on your ass. Because that's how I'm coming. It's simple as that. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now, we got to go. And I know you guys probably don't want to hear any disturbing news, but I'm disturbed by it. Thought about sharing it, thought about not sharing it. It is a year ago video, and I know quite a you guys have probably heard it before. Yeah, I've never heard it. To be honest with you guys, so it caught me by surprise. Caught me by surprise. Caught me by surprise. And with this video, and it's like, who are these people in this video, and why was this video put out, and why was it ignored? Like I say, it's disturbing, and some people are going to take it like, oh, she's playing this, and oh my God, this may go against him, and this or that. No, I look at it just a different way, right? Because here we are having two guys on here that's discussing something that has never been brought to light. Like, who are these people? It also opened my eyes up about because I'm a little bit of a what if person. Just what if, you guys? I think of it that way too. And you're trying to weigh all of your options. And while we're out here really hoping that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly gets his due process in the court of law, some of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, due process rights have been given. The one that we're searching, the one that we want to see happen is Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly receive a bail while he goes through this terrible event that he's got to go through, right? And I'm okay. This is why I'm calm with it, because you people up in here know just as well that you may have had a kinfolk or close person to you that has been through the process or that is still incarcerated. So we all know how the system works. When it goes to work, it goes to work, no matter who you are. And that is exactly what they're doing to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Yes, we would like to see him out on bond. And I, as well, know that as long as they had put that minor part in his indictments, I knew that there was a very rare chance of Mr. Kelly walking up out of there on a bond. I knew it. A lot of us don't want to believe it. I wish I can sit here and say that I don't want to believe it. But when we look back and we look over a lot of the other people that has been released on indictments, Michael Avenatti, etc., etc. You said I should have had my intro. Let's pop that on the end, girl. Let's pop it on the end. None of them, those guys have that minor clause in their indictments. I know that we all, it's like, well, they shouldn't be able to do this and they shouldn't be able to do that. And they haven't proved this and they haven't proved that. At the end of the day, what we say out here on all of these platforms pretty much don't matter. They have made up in their minds that they are going to take Mr. Kelly through the storm. We all are going to look for the positive reaction after that, which is a vindication. Do I believe in his innocence? I do. I do because I talk about, hello, boom, boom. I talk about the Double Jeopardy Act. When I heard of them bringing back alive this videotape of things, to me, it's going to be a tough case for them to beat because that statute has been amended. So you have to go deep and dig further into those amends on the Double Jeopardy Act. Got to go dig into that. We spoke on that on one occasions. Um, as far as the RICO and the racketeering, you guys, um, RICO is going to be hard. It's going to be hard. The racketeering is fairly easily, as long as his defense team can place and put him um, where evidence will show that that's where he was. As far as the parents, I am 100% on everybody's side when it comes to that, because these were young girls. Yes, why do you not know where your child is, or why are you not there with your child? 100% on board with that one. The this whole Bookham shit, I am so not on board with it. Bookham came on board speaking in third party like the rest of us have, receiving information and speaking on information as if he was that character in that part of the story, which he has failed to show anybody that he was. And like I say, my main question is, when through the 2002 and the 2008 trial. And I'm going to keep standing on that. And my main question about that were, if he was the man and if he was the mentee and he was your dad, then where the fuck were you? He spoke and he yells at me in his video about this other goddamn protest that he had. I don't know about you guys. I ain't hear shit about it. I ain't heard not a goddamn thing. His protest did not make the amount of noise that was being made when it came to all of these previous protests that went on. I don't know if you guys will agree on me on that, but I believe that if most of you guys would have heard about that Bookham's protest, I believe that a lot of you guys would be talking about it. But a lot of you guys that I see on different platforms don't even talk about it. You don't talk about your experiences. You don't talk about nothing of a part of Bookham's protest. And so, am I missing something? Am I missing something? It's like a handful of people, even on his side. It's only a handful of people can talk about that experiment. So I question, like, where is all? He has 3,000 subscribers on one channel. Where was all of his people that believed in him, not at this protest, which would have made his protest loud? Other people would have heard about it. I didn't hear about shit. So if any of you guys go to the book and protest, I like to know that. I would. Hello, Elaine Terrell. Hello. Oh, it was nice meeting you too, girl. It was nice. Hello, Unique. Unique cracks me up. Y'all should be having my back in them damn comments. Shout out to you, Unique. Unique be like, y'all gonna have to get the fuck up off a pad. She be on it. But I just, and I didn't know about it. And I think it was a overkill for him with the protest, because he uses that protest, which helps him mind manipulate the crowd that he has to belief. You know what I'm saying? I did this. Belief in me. Here's the picture of this. Belief in me. Here's the music that I have for this. Belief in me. It's all mind manipulating, when in reality, something happened along the way. And I'm going to stand on this, and it is what it is. That nigga wasn't there the way he has manipulated the people to believe that he was there. It's just simple as that. Yes, I can agree that at some point of time, you may have gotten yourself in the door. Yes, I believe that you might have at some point of time put on your little suit without a tie and did some marching things. What I'm saying is, somewhere along the way, somewhere along the way, something happened. We will not know. We were never going to know right now, not at this point. So you better keep that shit hidden. And I guarantee you, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, walk out them doors. Your name better be the first motherfucking name that he calling out. Minty. Where's my bookum at? That nigga did the damn thing. That nigga did a protest. Where is Bookham at? 3 goddamn degrees, you said, and you ain't showed us one of them bitches. Not one. Not one. Not one of them. And show us one nigga. Convince all of these people so that they can decide whether, if they want to be on your team and allow you to be the man. Show us one motherfucking degree. It ain't that goddamn hard. Now, that go printing up some goddamn it Photoshop shit either. Because I know it's somebody out here that can verify that shit. It ain't me, because I don't do all that shit. I ain't got time. But show us one. I challenge your ass to show us one. Show us where you were around with Drea. Show us where you were around with Lisa Van Allen. Show us where you were around in the studio kicking it when Aaliyah was putting the track down or something. Show us some shit like that. Show us, motherfucker, where you spent time driving in the Sprinter with all of the ladies and stuff that had the opportunity to go have a good time. Show us that shit. Be a little bit more convincing. Just a little bit more. That's all you got to do. Matter of fact, you can go behind the screen and show your goddamn minions over there. Maybe you can convince them. Because them motherfuckers ain't convinced. They just like the big woofing that you do. They ain't convinced over there about you, but they just like the convincing shit that you do. Show that shit. Peace, my love. What up, huh? What up? What up? You ain't showed shit. Nothing. You dropped some of his music before anybody else had heard it. Where you get that from? You got photos in your phone that R. Kelly never even put out. Where'd you get those from? Oh, I forgot. You the goddamn minty that has everything. You have everything. Show us where you risk your life, got a charge put on you to save Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Show us that. You got a lot of time to go do the ghetto movie. You got enough time to do that. Show us that. Show us all of the phone call recordings coming from the MCC where Mr. Kelly calls only you to put the instruction out on the YouTube street. Show us that shit. Show us that shit. There's a call log should come in from the MCC. Shit out like that. It is what it is. Part 2 of your video will be coming out soon. Because I ain't done with you, and I'm not going to be done with you until your ass fall back off your lies. It's simple as that. Simple as that. When you shut the fuck up, I shut the fuck up. That's when I'm going to shut up. Nah, that's a lie. I'm going to still talk about your ass. Like I said, you guys, this audio, it does not look good, but it brings upon some curiosity. And I wanted to share it with you guys. Kind of made me, think like, okay, we know that this stuff has to get to a finale part, right? On the YouTube streets. I don't know who this WERITV is, and I just don't like. You never heard any more about them, and you don't know if this is true or if it is false. I am going to play the audio, and maybe you guys can chime in and put some of your beliefs on this audio. It sucks. I'm gonna admit, it really, really sucks. Let's go.
I'm thinking it's because he smoked crack, and she ain't really fucking with him like that because he smoked crack. No, folks, she's saying he touched her too, and Teresa, folks. That's fucked up, G. She fucked up, G. We gotta help her. She fucked up. She was talking about killing herself yesterday, folks. Nah. That's why I had to grab her, G. Nah, I had to grab my cousin, G. We're gonna get us I don't give a fuck what it is you doing. I don't give a fuck what it is you doing. Where the fuck you at? Right now. I had to literally, G. I had to go in gangster mode on her, G. To get, she was crying profusely, and the only thing I could think of, after I talked to her and tried to calm her down, G, was to give her the phone, get the phone to you folks. But you my brother, nigga. We gotta get her together, G. Real talk. We got her, G. We got her, G. Just get her over here tomorrow, G, and we got her, G. We got her. Don't worry about it. Yeah, G. We gonna get us some help, that folks. Shit, man. I know, but guess what? That's what I'm saying, folks. That's gonna make you feel some type of way about Bruce. I do, see. I do. I know, I swear to God I do. There's no pedophilia. I already know, G. No pedophilia. I already know, folks. So, you know what we got to do, G? I want to make sure that we get her and she can put this shit in statements and shit like this, see? So we got something to stand on. Now, why? Bruce ain't got no money. Teresa ain't got no money. So why the fuck we exposing them? Everybody want to say it's Robert because he rich and he's famous. Okay, why we exposing them? Right. They got shit. They got shit. Yeah. We exposing them because they wrong. Period. And that's what motherfuckers have to see, folks. You wrong. If you right, you fucking right. Ain't no, you can't be wrong and right at the same goddamn time. I'll just know who you is. Yeah. You can't be with me. You can't be with me and against me too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can only be with me or you can only be against me, G. Yeah. Period. Yeah, I have to tell you this, folks, because I ain't gonna get a chance to tell you when I get there. I gotta hurry up and go to 69. I gotta pick up my cousin who hooked me up with the job because he ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? And we gotta jump on the train. I ain't never riding up there no more, folks. That shit was crazy as hell, G. Right up on me, I'm jumping on the train. I'm taking this motherfucker cousin 69 and park this bitch and jumping on the train. That's right. Well, come on, G, I'm here. I'm ready for you. A few minutes, but I had to tell you that because you're my brother, my nigga. I got you. Get shit together. But G, I'm fucked up behind. We got a whole nother story, a whole nother thing to go. All that's in your book. We got a whole nother chapter to write, so it's good, G. Let's get it. It ain't getting up and give us more ammunition. We gonna fix this shit, folks. Don't worry about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it, but expose these motherfuckers, G. But you got to, hey, you got to shut that nigga down, bro. Bruce got to get shut down too, family. I already know, bro. I just want to make sure that, not saying I don't believe her, I just want to make sure that she's willing to say that shit, and then I can back her up 100%. That's what I'm saying. It's my family, G. Yeah. I don't want it to seem like I'm just saying this shit. Yeah. Her shit is way more powerful than me because Robert touched her, and Bruce touched her, and Teresa touched her. Yeah. Her shit is way, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. She ain't got nothing to lose, see? She ain't got nothing to really gain. Yeah, she can get some money out of what Robert did to her, but what she gonna get from Bruce and Teresa? Don't worry about that. What I'm saying is, she has nothing to gain by lying on Bruce and Teresa. It's my point. She can sue Rob, G, and then we need to find out if that boy is. What boy? Don't she got a son? Oh, yeah, she live with her. That's what I'm saying, folks. She said she will pay for the DNA test and pay good money. Okay, that's what's up. And pay good money for the results of the DNA test. Oh, it's happening. Boy, trust me. Well, shit, I'm here, man. Just slide on me. I'm waiting on you.
Yeah. I have to be, when I heard that, I don't know who that is.
He's got a charity fund out there that he raises money for, supposedly for veterans, but the record.
Yeah. You said that that's Carrie voice, Pap, and you don't know who the other person is. But my point of the video is, like I say, when there is a lot of people out there that is coming for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's head, they coming, y'all. It absolutely, Miss Fat, I totally agree with you, but I'm just saying, it's just that there's just a lot of people that is coming from all different angles. You got the government, you got people that was close around him, you have family people, real family people. He's got a tough fight. Yes, hon, you too, boom, boom. He has a tough fight on his hand. So with that being said, Got to keep putting the prayer, faith over Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Me, myself, I look at him not being locked up in the way that a lot of people look at it. I look at it as a protective detention right now. And I'm going to use my gut and my heart and hope that he's only being protected of from harm of a lot of people that is really trying to cause a lot of harm against him. You guys put those hearts up in the chat for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. But there's a lot going on, you guys. There's a lot. You ain't gonna catch them all because it's one over here, it's one over here, it's one over here, it's one back there. They everywhere. I mean, like these people are like the mob of the mob. You feel me? Now, whether if there is some truth or not truth to this audio with this guy who I have no idea who it is. There's no name or anything. It just goes by this TV name or whatever of things being done to the sister Teresa, and he's gonna come out and you know have this thing wrote up or whatever, and there could be a possibility of pushing her as well in the courts. We don't know. We don't know. So the only thing that we can continue to do is just keep praying that Mr. Greenberg does a outstanding job, as well as his attorneys for New York, to allow him to be vindicated. So we're going to have to spiritually touch the hearts of this anonymous juror that they are not corrupted to hear of the devil words. We're going to have to, keep faith that way, that these people that they want to shield off from the accuser, because every accuser in the world has the right to know. They have the right to know who is getting ready to decide fate over their lives. Because I know I would want to know. I would want to know. So you say pay good money for the DNA test to set up. Yes, that's exactly what it said, Miss Fab. So I'm just saying, you guys, I just wanted to share that with you for those that have not heard it. I'm sure there's probably quite a few people that did hear it, and, somehow it just went by. There's just a lot of things that just cannot be swept under the table. You got to keep revisiting a lot of things to keep finding your puzzle that you're looking for, to your piece of the puzzle to fit your puzzle. You got to keep finding those pieces to where to fit your puzzle, so that you guys can keep the faith and keep fighting for this man, and as well as myself. You said the person not using their fake pastor voice, he is a blogger, but don't blog about his. Oh, okay. All right. You dig me? All right. You gave us a little insight on that. Okay. She said, did they know that they were being recorded? Probably not. Like I said, because we don't even know who they are. I don't understand what was actually being discussed. I just heard bits and pieces rather than where he's discussing that some things about Bruce and Carrie and Kelly knew about Teresa. And then he's discussing something about how the brother or so, was all broke, and Teresa as well. He doesn't understand how um, um, anything can hurt Teresa by not coming out and saying some alleged things that had happened to her. The story that we all have out here, piece, is that Teresa had done some things, but in this case and in this audio, it explained he's telling his story that some things happened to Teresa. So whether if that's false or true, we will never know. We don't know that part. Mr. Kelly did not speak and share about that part. He has his whole pretty much story. It's in the Esquire. You guys want to go pull up the old Esquire Q&A with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. he goes into details and he tells a lot. This is like one of the longest Esquire Q&As that I pretty much seen in Esquire when it came to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. He goes into specific details. I have it printed out, but I'm not going to read it today. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, I believe so, Miss Fat, because I think that I believe that everybody wanted a piece of his pie, a piece of his fortune. I do. I believe that everybody, and when you're one man, that's just like me or you, when you hit the Powerball and you come across 600 million, they're gonna come. They're gonna come. You're gonna have people come from all out the woodworks making you feel like you owe them something or make you feel like you're obligated to take care of them because they never pulled off anything anointed in their life to gain wealth. It happens, and I sit right here today, and I think about it. It's like, damn, why didn't I was like, why didn't he just say, here's a million, here's a million for you, here's a million for you, here's a million for you. Now, everybody go on. I got everybody that I know set here, my immediate family. Everybody's good. And because R. Kelly could turn that 4, 5 times within 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's that, But when you look at it, maybe that's not enough. Nothing is never enough for the average Joe. Nothing is never enough. Nothing is never enough. Everybody want this man's money. And this is crazy. Y'all remind me to not get to singing and become rich. Oh my God. My God. Shakira, what your Zoom meeting was canceled? Oh, you say that still wouldn't be PDQ. It's never enough. It's never enough. Your love that you have to share is never going to be enough because one person gonna feel some type of way, and then your money is not never enough too. We're never satisfied. We're never satisfied creatures. We're never. So no, I don't believe that was Carrie. I don't believe that was Carrie. I get it, Shakira. So what would they rather for him to just have what stayed the average Joe in the neighborhood, became a game banger, struggling, doing this, panhandling, working an average Joe job. I wish I could sit back and be proud to say that I have a relative that actually made it out there in the musical industry. Shit, just give me a ticket front row seat is sufficient enough for me because I'm proud that I can conjure up the words to say, that's my cousin, that's my brother. That's the part of me that would be happy about them. And one thing about showing your gratitude that way to a family member or something that, speaking of one of you guys that have this relative that's out on those and the stages at the concert and stuff, just showing them that part of the support, do you know that they would turn around and come back and say, hey, is there anything that you need? Anything that I can take care of? You know what I'm saying? But no, you got these vultures and everything that was around him that was give me, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that, can you do this, can you do that? And it's like, that's crazy. But no, I would just be satisfied just to say, hey, all I need is just a ticket to the front row. You know why? Because I'm so proud to see you perform in front of millions. I just want to come and celebrate it with you that way. But as far as being grown and all of those things, do I think that I would be calling him and saying, hey, my mortgage is due. Hey, I saw this new house. Can you get that? No. I'm the person that I want to show you that I can do these things on my own first. Because one thing you have to know, being rich and everything, they know the struggle of what happens down below. They know the struggle that people still have to go through. But I think that they should have that opportunity to reach out to you by will if they choose, because that's their money. That person worked for that, just like I working for what I'm doing, or you also, or you PDQ and everything. But and the way people do around here with the cash apps, everybody is working. It is up to you if you choose to say, hey, well, let me help you, let me give you this. It's not right for me to be like, I need this. Listen, goddamn it, Miss Fat, I need a goddamn oil change, so I'm gonna need you to hit that cash app, and the oil change is $19.99 today. No, I couldn't. That wouldn't sit right with me. That's not right. I should be out here being able to pull that minor part of my, what my job provides me to do. Is, what I'm saying? So I don't know, you guys. But like I say, I wanted to share that with you guys. Be careful when you're out there doing your electoral votes. The days are going by pretty fast, and right now I don't even see it pretty much worth watching anymore, because all they doing now is they're slang hoeing each other. Like you look retarded, or he calls him slow Biden, and this or that, and then Biden is calling Trump orange head. And so right now there's nothing else to really watch, because all of they're doing is just signifying against each other. And the crazy part about it is, you will have your um, your top, your candidates, your presidents. They have this behavior up there, which is a learned behavior from us normal people down here. And this is why we do it, because they do it. It's a monkey see, monkey do thing. Well, if your presidents and things can sit up there and call each other this one thing of each other, signifying in a negative way, then guess what? We gonna do the same shit down here too. It is what it is. One thing that you never hear, and I don't know, Peace, if you can answer me to this question, please. Why is it that you never hear the president or the governors or your senators argue about the money that they make? Why do you never hear that? Why do you never hear that? If you guys are in the chat room, because I cannot see who's all giving the thumbs up on the video, can you guys make the numbers match? We have 120 people that is watching, and even the ones that just don't like me because I'm jealous, or I'm bitter, or I'm this or that, go ahead, hit the thumbs up button. Go ahead, hit the thumbs up button, or come on in the chat room and join in. And if you're one of those people that wants to come on the Zoom, all you gotta do is email me, and I'll get you right in on the Zoom, so you can we can give them a battle out show. We can do it. I'm gonna have a roast show. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have a roast show, since we like to laugh and get it around here. Let's have a goddamn roast show. Let's roast each other for fun, make each other laugh on some shit. That's what we gonna do. We're gonna have to vote off the weakest link. How about that? So, but like I say, I was hoping that Peace could answer that for me, or somebody else in the chat room. Why don't you ever hear your candidates, your political parties, ever arguing about the money? Like the money. Hi, Janie B. You think he was working and mixing with old friends, and if he had it, left Chicago. Yeah, maybe he should have left Chicago. So I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy, but I have a new and upcoming show that I want to do. I'm trying to put it together and everything, and then I will propose it to you guys and see what you guys want to do with it. I want to bring more fun to the channel, and more something for us to come together to, to laugh and things like that, instead of bickering and bitching about each other, and this person is this person and this person is that person. However, there's a however, I will not change the way I do things up on book. That's the only exception to the rule. I am still going to get down on him. I'm still bringing him, and it is what it is. My show, if I ever wish to kill it, it's going to be a show ending on that note of me and him. I started out that way, and if I ever choose to end it, it will end on that way. There's nothing that I will wish that boy well to do on at all right now. So, not at all. And if there is, I have nothing else up on the agenda today, you guys. It is now 1:23, so I am on schedule. Again, be careful. Go and dig into your political candidates and take it further and dig further, and before you make your final decision out here, because keep in mind, my opinion will never have that type of control of what we search for. Trump is pressing hard with that Second Amendment, so you might want to stay alert on that one. He touches nothing about your first and your other amendments going on in the constitutional rights. He tells you that if you guys don't vote for him, that China will be taking over America. Put a one in the chat if you believe that. Put a one in the chat if you believe that if Trump does not win election to be your president again, that there's a possibility that China will be taking over the United States of America. You guys believe that? Put a two in the chat if you don't believe that, because that's what he said. That's what he said. That's the shit that he sells you. I don't know. He also says to Miss Fat, she's agree. I'm trying to keep up. Let me see what you guys are talking about. PDQ say no. You don't believe. Y'all say no. That's what your boy Trump says. That's what he says. Yep, says that if you guys do not elect for him and he does not get to have his second term, Curtis, you says yes. Curtis, you need to call in. I want to know why you say yes, Curtis, because you said yes, and I need to understand why. So I need you. Come on, Curtis, call in, and because like I told you, I'm not all of that knowledgeable about this political stuff, but I like to know because everybody else is saying no. So I can you call in, Curtis, and give us your reason why you think that if Trump does not get elected again, that it's a possibility. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot the number. That China would take over. 23907. I think that's the number. I think that's the number. And it's hard when I don't use that phone. Oh my God, Curtis, I want to hear. I want to hear. I want to hear. Curtis, come on, you got to school me now. Come on, call in before I go to work. Cause I mean, I need to know because that's one of the things that he said in his speech today that just caught my attention. I was like, well, what do you mean that China could take over? So come on, just give me a little snippet of it, Curtis. Just about 3 minutes, just so that I can go and dig. You got to make me go dig and find out, but to just kind of tell me where do I go and look to believe what what you're saying, what your opinion is. She said vote for Ice Cube. Ooh, vote for Ice Cube. Vote for Ice Cube. Okay. All right. Ice Cube is Muslim. Is he Muslim now or no? Or is he just independent? She say fucked either way. Unique say. Unique say we fucked either way. I'm just is Ice Cube, is he independent or Muslim? What is he? Because you say Trump will say and do whatever he can to remain president. Well, it just might be working though, Loving. He just might be pulling it off. I'm just saying. Empress says that he probably sold us off, sold us out. So, Curtis, do you think what Empress said might be a point of factor to look at? Oh, okay, so he's not Muslim. So is Ice Cube independent? He's independent. I tap into him a little bit, not that much though. He's not a Republican or a Democrat, so he's independent. Okay. He's independent. Thank you. Also, got it. Well, guess what? I'm gonna listen to a few of Ice Cube's because I see he's got it going on. And the crazy thing about it, I guess the crazy thing about it is that I see he ran a platform that about like 100. Oh no, it was quite a bit. Quite a bit of people was watching his show. So something that I don't understand over here, just like with the video, a lot of videos that I watch with Mr. Kelly and people having their opinions. Over here on the Black Tube street, when it comes to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, you don't see that many people tuning in or viewing what a lot of the Black people opinions are or speculations about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. But if you go and you click on uh, a main, a big platform or whatever, the word is getting out over there, but it's not the good word. It's the bad word. The platform that has the most views and everything on it is the platform that is getting all of the bad stuff about Mr. Kelly. And I don't understand that. So, hey, you are on the phone with Pap. Who do we have the pleasure today?
Oh, Papoose, how you doing? It's Curtis.
I'm good, Curtis. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. You know, Papoose, I was joking about the one.
You were joking.
About China.
I'm gonna kick your butt. So, okay, so you don't believe that China would ever take over the United States?
No, China will not take over the United States. So, everybody can vote for who they want to vote for.
Yeah.
But the thing with Ice Cube is he came with the contract for Black America. Blacks only.
Okay.
No minorities, anything like that. It's just specifically for Black people.
Oh.
So, and people thinking that he met with the administration and he met with the Biden administration, but they didn't want to hear it, so they said, well, after the election, then we'll talk about it.
Well,
so that's what everything's going on with Ice Cube.
So why do they want to hold off till after the election? They don't want no distractions from what their agenda is?
And that's the point too. Why hold off until the election? Why can't you talk about it now to hear what he has to say? I mean, if you read the contract, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to benefit Black people. So if you want the Black vote, but you don't want to sit down with the man and go over it. I'm not saying you got to use this whole contract.
Right.
Some things in there you can use. So I mean, I don't know about you, but my vote is not free. Just because you're a Democrat doesn't mean that you're going to get my Black vote.
Right.
It doesn't work that way. And I'm not saying I'm for Trump. I don't know who I'm voting for between the two of them because they both have track records. Biden, he passed that crime bill that put over 100,000 Black men in prison back in '94. So I mean, okay, what did Trump do? He discriminated against people of color with his houses and all this other stuff. So they don't have a choice. You pick one and pick the other.
Well,
I might just write somebody in.
But is it okay? Because like I say, I don't know all this political stuff. So is it true that if you don't vote, then the non-votes would go to Trump? Is that
No, that's not true at all. You don't have to vote for president if you don't want to.
Right, because I'm like, but that didn't make sense to me. How do you take non-votes? Like, what do they do? They go into the database to see who all was eligible to.
That don't make no sense. That's just a scare tactic that I'm sorry the Democrats use.
Oh, okay. The only thing that should be.
I was a Democrat for a long time until 2 years ago I decided to be just an independent Black man.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, I'm like, wait a minute, what do y'all mean? Because if people don't vote, those votes go to Trump. How the fuck y'all gonna do that? That doesn't make sense. Wouldn't that be cheating or some shit? If it don't,
basically what they're trying to say is, well, if you don't vote by, that means that Trump's going to win. So you might as well just throw your vote for Trump.
Oh, okay. Just like they said,
which doesn't make any sense here.
Just like he said that he went out there. Well, the people went out there and found all that the stuff that they'd been dumping in the water, and every ballot said Trump on it.
Yeah, right. Okay, my dear, you enjoy your day.
Thank you. I will, and I'm heading to work. You have a good one too. Thanks, babe. All right. Bye-bye. All right, you guys. So I got some clarification from Curtis. Thank you, Curtis, for calling in, because I thought that was funny. Like Trump, like he was like, well, no, these are the people, right? That being in the chat on the broadcast, right? And it's like, well, if you don't vote, then Trump will get all of the votes. And I was like, well, how the fuck? Wouldn't that be cheating? If a lot of people don't vote, wouldn't it be fair to say, well, you know what? We'll give one to Trump and one to Biden, one to Trump and one to Biden. No, they're going to say if you don't vote, all of those non-voting people, Trump will get your vote. And I kept saying, well, that doesn't make no damn sense. That's kind of weird to do that shit, isn't it? I don't know. But, it's just the stuff that they be saying in the chat rooms, on the broadcasting stations that broadcasts the debates and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, these people out here, I don't know. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Like I said, I got a new and upcoming agenda that I want to try so that we can have some fun over here, do something a little bit different. Use your critical thinking on who you're going to vote for. I'm not going to stop coming for Bookham. I'm not going to stop. The only thing that changed about me when it comes to my commentaries is now I do respond to some comments. And if you put in my comments where I can see them, and if they are negative, and if I don't like them, I'm going to come back at your ass. I was blowing it off, and it still doesn't matter to me. But what I think now is for those that want to seek the attention, I shall give you some. I shall give you a little bit of it. So put some ones in the chats if you guys are having a beautiful day. On the way out, over on the One Papoose and the One Pap Show, in case you have not already done so. One Papoose Show is so close to reaching, no, I'm sorry. The One Pap channel, so close to reaching that 1,000 subscribers. If you have not yet, please take the opportunity to go ahead and give the One Pap channel your subscription as well, and I appreciate that, you guys, as well as the One Papoose Show. There's 2 channels, been up and running for some time now, and your help will help me bring some more stuff to you guys, and you guys can as well use my platform to bring your opinions and our debates over on either channel. They can come up on both and come have some time over here on the One Pap in the One Papoose Show. Before we leave up out of here, because of the person that I am, the person above you, give them a heart. The person below you, give that person a heart. For you showing up and showing out and giving me a little bit of your time today, give you a heart. And as well, give your host, One Papoose, aka One Pap, a heart. Thank you guys for showing up, putting your comments, and participating in the discussions that we had today. Empress, all my moderators, you girls have a beautiful, beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you, Empress, for showing up. Shout out to all of my moderators. There are some days where they all can't be here, but just having one here, I so appreciate that. But for the most of the part, they usually are all here. So give my moderators some shout outs today too, you guys. Please do so. With that being said, guess what? We're going to get on up out of here. We're getting up out of here. Let's get you this. And I hope everyone has a beautiful, beautiful day. Oh, I guess I forgot to share it. Oh, come on, no. Okay, I guess I can't share it.
One pack asterisk, commentary classic. Went and tell the news, she told the news and done smashed it. Went around and learned the game and got your game mastered. Say you got the T, but she got the T faster. Fool's cool, cool. Limbs, they lay them faster. She's a boss bitch, so you'll never get it past her. Funky Fridays, it be fun if you play it right. Me, I like the ladies, so you see me up on ladies' night. Pat got the game right, play the game so right, so fly. You can laugh and cry in the same night. One Pat Pools got to put your name up in lights. One Pat Pools got to put your name up in lights. One thing you ought to know, you're fucking with a boss bitch. One thing you ought to know, you're fucking with a boss bitch. One thing you ought to know, you're fucking with a boss bitch. Thought you ain't right, but you done lost it.
Have a beautiful day, you guys. I am out. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am out. Millionaire, you're gonna have to start showing up on time, and we're gonna find you 50 cents.